Hello, Cruz. Here we go. Back in the Chalice is just my favorite content ever. Okay. My souls are like on the floor over there somewhere. There's fluorescent flowers around here. That's gonna be tough. I gotta do something to solve the damage issue. That's my current problem I'm running into. I gotta do something to solve the damage problem here. I could always go grab like the Ludwig's Holy Blade or something, but I don't really want to do that. I can hear something running around quickly, so I did aggro some dogs doing that. The Chalice Dungeons Reside. That's kind of my theory, you know. That's my theory, is that like they made so many assets for when this was still a Demon Soul spinoff, and they just dumped it all in the Chalices. That would make sense. Why the Thumerians look so different. Why the enemies in the Chalices are so incredibly different from the rest of the game. In fact, I would wager the whole bit of Thumerian lore probably came from just making like repurposing cut content after this was changed from a Demon Soul spinoff. So yeah, I'm gonna guess that's where a lot of the content of the Chalice dungeons came from. Because, again, like, so much of the Chalice dungeons, I would say with the exception of Laran, like, so much of that is so, like, so off, it's so, like, off-brand with Bloodborne. Okay, that's the situation. Okay, I need to kill that guy. Where's the keeper? He's over there. Yeah, it's weird, you know? It's weird how different so much stuff in the Chalice dungeons is than the rest of the game. Which, I mean, if you want to see, like, the height of the Demon Souls content that was in Bloodborne, look up Lance McDonald's series where he was covering unused enemies, and in that there's the Lesser Demon, which is just a Demon Souls enemy in Bloodborne. This is a situation. Over here, buddy. Garius is the Marin. I mean, I don't know. Logarius once upon a time was the king of Canehurst, and then he eventually got repurposed into another boss called Martyr Logarius. But originally he was called the king of Canehurst. Yeah, he was king. Well, he was the king of Canehurst, and they eventually turned him into a different boss named Martyr Logarius. I guess it's kind of similar to what they did with Pontiff. What was Pontiff's name? Like Old King of the Eclipse or something like that? And he was the final boss, and then they repurposed Pontiff Sullivan into, or repurposed him into just Pontiff. It was something like that, right? Which that really explains why Pontiff is such a massive jump in difficulty. Like, he's the hardest boss in the game, and he just comes after Wolnir, dog. Like, to me, that explains why Pontiff is so difficult so well, because he was the final boss. No, hit the eye. Where are my echoes at around here, huh? I need to get this guy off of that one. I was hoping I could hit him in the eye. No! The Burial Blade's range is letting me down. Alright, got him. We're just chipping away at him, don't worry. Gotta go around and kill the fluorescent flowers first, or else I get jumped. That dog's got my echoes. That's rough. Pontiff taught me game mechanics. Pontiff taught me that I hate that boss. Bro, I hate Pontiff. I hate that guy. Like, every other boss in DS3 on subsequent playthroughs, I beat him in like a handful of attempts. Pontiff is always 2 hours of absolute suffering. No matter how many times I fight Pontiff, it's always like 2 hours of complete misery. Like, I'm probably more confident in my ability to beat, like, Consort Radahn right now than I am that I could just... Well, that was weird. Then I could just go in there and fight Pontiff. He's Dark Lurker plus Foom Knight, but he's worse than both of those. Like, yeah, he's Dark Lurker plus Foom Knight, but like, both of those bosses are better than he is. He would be a decent boss if it wasn't for that stupid doppelganger. If he didn't have the doppelganger with him, he'd be a decent boss. Axel's awake, so he's gonna be a shithead. Go away, Axel. Yep. Got my spray bottle here for him. Oh, fuck. Well, shit. What, dude? What was that? Die. Okay, that's one. Bro, these keeper dogs absolutely terrify me. Okay, I fight the keeper solo. Let's separate the keeper from the dog. Yeah, trying to use catch flame. That'll probably one-shot me. If keeper counter hits me on catch flame, he will probably one-shot me. God! Okay, he didn't counter hit me on catch flame, but he did damage on it. Jesus. Keeper is the most common out of the wandering bosses, and she's definitely one of the more annoying ones too. At least it's not like a Thumerian Elder. Or like a Descendant. I've seen them show up as just a wandering enemy before. I agree, they tried like with their Dawn and just smash a bunch of their bosses and moves together. Yeah, and I don't think it works. I don't think it works for Pontiff. Like, the whole last run of bosses in DS3 is really good. Like, that whole last run. But that start and middle of DS3, it's weird, man. Because I think a lot of those bosses get gassed up simply because they're in DS3. Like, you know, Abyss Watchers is very cool, but I think they get gassed up a bit too much. Pontiff definitely gets gassed up too much. I think Dancer gets gassed up too much. That being said, those are all good bosses, but people act like everything after Wolnir is just peak, and it's not. I like Wolnir. I mean, I don't really like Wolnir. I did find out that yesterday that Wolnir actually has a moveset. I didn't even know he had an actual moveset. Axel, will you fuck off? Jesus. I'm just gonna spray him. I'm just gonna spray him in the face every time. Jesus. This is why we keep a spray bottle always. Bro, the way these things hit you through walls, I hate the fluorescent flowers, man. Yeah, I'm not a Wolnir enjoyer. What? Not one part of that animation hit him? So that'll hit him a bit harder. State driver will do a bit more damage. Oh, yeah. That damage is a lot better. Jesus, man. There's what, 2 more fluorescent flowers? Like, there's a reason you only fight one of these things. And, in the main game. But then they spam 500 at you in the chalices. I wonder, like, knowing that, like, Bloodborne was originally a Demon Souls spinoff, and it was for a long time, I mean, for God's sake, on the 1.0 version of the disc, Father Gascoigne has a line where he says, Umbasa. Okay, I mean, clearly that idea got pretty far along if they English dubbed it. But knowing that, I wonder how much, because, you know, out of all the game's lore, Bloodborne is definitely the one we know the least about, and I wonder if that's because, like, I wonder how much of the lore kind of got mixed up in whatever got deleted when Bloodborne became its own thing. Alright. Don't worry, we cleared out this room, finally. I don't think so, you know. I do, however, like the idea that Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro all exist in one world. I do like that idea. Bro, I actually had a dream about Demon Souls the other day, right? I had a dream, right? I was in the Discord watching like a Sony event or whatever, and they show like a snowy area, and then the trailer ends with, like, you know, it shows the gameplay, and the trailer ends with just saying the Northern Limit, and it's a DLC for Demon Souls. Oh, how I'd love it. Demon Souls Remake Northern Limit DLC. I would pay $50 for it, straight up. As much as I love Demon Souls, dude, I would pay $50 for that. Yeah, I would be willing to pay more for Northern Limit DLC and Demon Souls than I would another Elden Ring DLC, even bigger than Shadow of the Erdtree. If it was even bigger than that, I'd be more willing to drop $50 on just simply the Northern Limit. 3 little levels for Demon Souls, man. That's how much I love that game. That game is so fun. Though, oddly enough, in Demon Souls, I think Old King Allant is probably one of the worst bosses in the game. Because a lot of people, like, really gas Old King Allant. The same way they do Artorias, though. Although Artorias is definitely better than Allant. Hello, XV 15-4. Is that it? 15-4? How are we doing this lovely morning? We're getting by. What if Elden Ring DLC was tarnished, getting word of the Demon Souls world for a new story in that setting? I mean, I don't really want, like, I don't know. Like, I would love for them to make another game similar to Demon Souls, but I don't know. I just want the Northern Limit. Because after seeing the cut content for that level, it has me really interested in how it would have gone. There is that one guy, though, who's finishing it. For the emulated PS3 version, he's finishing Northern Limit. But I mean, I don't know what he's going to do about the bosses, because obviously we don't have like full modding capabilities for Souls games. We can't make unique bosses, sadly. We can only cobble together pieces of old ones. So I really wonder what he's going to do for the bosses, because the only boss that was in Northern Limit was they like tentatively placed Vanguard Demon there as just placeholder. There's nothing else in this room, right? So I really wonder what he's going to do for bosses. Promised consort patches. I saw that. I saw that mod. I also saw like a tarnished consort of Ronnie, and he had like the Godslayer greatsword in one hand and the Dark Moon greatsword in the other. Yeah. I hope that mod, like, you know, works out and becomes a thing, but I really wonder what he's gonna do about those bosses, because again, like, we can't make unique Souls bosses. We don't have that yet, and we won't until they eventually add full modding capabilities, which even then, Demon Souls is emulated, it's not a port. Best we can hope for is that it gets a level in Dark Souls Archthrones. Axel, what? Do you hear this shithead right here? Fussing at me for no reason? Yeah, that's the best we can hope for. Just that it gets a level in Archthrones. That's what I mean, I'd be happy with that. Hey, you didn't want to go for that, dude? Go for it. What is it, Axel? What? What is it? What is all this fuss about? Go back to bed. Take a nap. Do something. Jesus, Axel. Alright. See you in a bit, you know. Was good, especially with the flashy anime style. I don't especially like the flashy anime style. I mean, yeah. Demon Souls combat is fun. It's OG Demon Souls has definitely got some jank. I would say it's like the player controls probably worse than he does in DS1, but I think the enemies are less annoying. Like, the enemies feel like they're designed knowing how janky the player movement is in Demon Souls. Like, in DS1 it feels like, well, like, okay, we know the player's movement is pretty janky, but we're just gonna make the game like this anyway. Like, it just feels like I'm playing Dark Souls 2 with Dark Souls 1 jank movement, of course, and that's what Dark Souls 1 is. The enemies definitely feel a cut above the player in that game. Whereas in Demon Souls, you don't really have that. In Demon Souls, the enemies and player feel very much in line with one another, up until you fight Old King Allant, and that's probably that's why I don't like that boss. Which, that's just not even a matter of, oh, he's fast. It's just like he's got really weird tracking on his attacks. His like point blank melee combos come out in a blink of an eye. They're like almost unreactable. Oh god damn it! All right, we gotta run. All right. I hate the keeper dogs. These are like my least favorite enemies in the game, man. I mean, it's very similar, I would say. Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 feel kind of similar to one another, which again, those games were made by the same team. The only difference is Miyazaki wasn't part of that team in DS2. But, like, they're made by the same crew. Not the spiders, dude. Not the little spiders. Not the little spiders. Anything with these guys. Oh, not you too! I didn't really mean anything. Knock him over. Knock him over. Ah! Look at my phone. Die. Yeah, I really like Demon Souls. Like, it's my 4th favorite Souls game. I really love Demon Souls. A lot of people like to complain about it, but I really enjoy the gimmick bosses in Demon Souls. I really enjoy them. What was, dude? Look at that counter hit. Did you look at that? That right there is a prime example of why the counter hit system is so trash in this game, man. I just happened to be sprinting, and I got hit for almost my entire health bar. Like, if I had the power to just change things in Bloodborne, before adding 60 FPS, before making lamps function like bonfires, before adding like actual boss weapons, before doing any of that, I'm taking the counter hit system out of the game. Before doing any of it, I'm removing the counter hit system. This shit is so stupid. And, like, it's inconsistent, too. Like, I don't know how many times I'll get hit during my animations, like, during my attack animations, and then won't take any damage, like, won't take counter damage. But, like, right there, I dodged and then, like, started sprinting, and because he caught me in my sprint, he did, like, 3/4 of my health. Like, it's just an inconsistent system. It does not work as intended most of the time. Yeah, that would one-shot on a counter hit right there. Funnily enough, because the parrying animation in this game is so fast... it's through the wall. Because the parrying animation in this game is so fast, it's very uncommon for an enemy to catch you on a counter hit when parrying. It's not super common. Knock him over. Knock him over. But yeah, like I think the counter hit system Instead of encouraging proper dodges, it either encourages face tanking or just parry spamming. Because they're probably not going to counter you when you're parrying. And if an attack will one-shot you on a counter, you can probably just face tank it and just heal up after. After all, you got 20 heals. So... I love you, Bloodborne, but you have some weird things sometimes. We're not doing an extreme amount of damage, but you know. We can make the damage work, I guess. Who's the boss? It's Rom in this next layer. Yeah, the boss is Rom. %30 gems good for the game. I mean, you don't have to farm, which you can't get 30 anyway. The highest you can get for physical attack is like 23.8 or something like that. 24.6. You can't. I don't think you can get above 25 for the gems in Bloodborne, so I don't really think it's that big of an issue. Can I call you L in chat? Go for it. I don't care. That's what Pichu calls me. I don't think that gem farming is really that big of an issue for Bloodborne. I'll say the counter hit system is definitely worse. The gems you will get in the base game of Bloodborne are more than enough. Because you're going to find at least 2 18%ers just in your playthrough normally. Plus, the Winter Lanterns on your first time through are just likely to drop decent gems. So, you don't really need to farm for anything. I've never farmed for gems, except for my Cos Parasite run. I did have to farm some nasty gems for that, because there was no way I was beating it normally. But other than that, I mean, you don't have to farm gems in Bloodborne. Okay, I better go rest, because Chalice Rom is probably going to destroy me. Oh, it's this way. We're almost to the last layer of this. Then we've just got, the other two we're going to do are Hintertombs. We won't do those right now. We might do Hintertomb in this, but we're not going to do Lower Hintertomb in this stream. For not having proper gems. I mean,
welcome.
I don't see the point in farming for gems.
Very well.
Like, if you really want to min-max your damage, sure, but I don't really think you really need to. Not for PvE, anyway.
Farewell, good.
For PvE, I don't really think it's that big of an issue. Because just right now, what do I have in my Burial Blade? I need to start using the wheel some. I need more arcane for that, though. Rather not have my help. I mean, if you can beat a boss, if someone can beat a boss, I don't really care what their gems are. Not that I ever need any help beating bosses in this game anymore anyway, but still. Don't need anything in here. Okay. So yeah, I guess let's go beat up... Let's go attempt to beat up Chalice Rom. I mean, I don't summon. I don't let myself get summoned in Bloodborne. I probably should. I probably should like help people in Bloodborne, because God knows I know I can, but still, I don't. I probably should though. Because I am 100% capable of just soloing Ludwig and Orphan for him. Alright, this is probably gonna suck. Because this is Chalice ROM. And if you know anything about Chalice ROM, just imagine ROM, but with like twice the scaling. So this is really gonna suck complete ass. For those of you keeping track, this is gonna completely blow. Alright, we just gotta kill the little spiders, just like before. Kill the spiders and beat up ROM. Easy peasy. Ow, that hit hard. This freaking... I mean, the arena is not terrible. Counter hit. I do think the amount of pest control you have to do between like fighting ROM is kind of annoying. Because like, alright, fight ROM for a bit. Okay, kill the spiders. Okay, fight ROM. Okay, kill the spiders. It is an excessive amount of pest control. Oh, it's gonna be like impossible to hit with this R2, man. Okay, we got it, thank God. 800 damage, that's pretty good. Is this head armored? No, it's not, that's right. Chalice ROM's head is not armored. Forgot about that. It's weird that the baby spider's head is armored, but Chalice ROM's head isn't. That's weird. Alright, is he just gonna start spamming stuff, ROM? Ow! Stop it. Ow. How we all doing? We're fighting Chalice ROM. Die. Ah, come on now. One more wave of spiders after this. Against normal ROM, you can kind of get away with just like... Ow! God damn it, I started talking. Against normal ROM, you can kind of get away with just like... running in, getting ahead, leaving before the spiders can get you. But against like Chalice ROM, the scaling is too high and the spiders will just like one-shot you on counter hit. So like that's just not an option. See that stun lock for the meteors? Felt like I was fighting Consort Radon right there, chat. Jesus. Watching this is like 400. Working the shadows, popping in a sec. Okay, appreciate it. Chalice ROM's not fun. Axel, will you fuck off? I swear. Do we need more damage? That's the question. We're getting to the point where damage is starting to be an issue because the burial blade does not hit particularly hard. Let me just go grab my other weapon. We're getting to the point where damage is not great. Which, granted, we're in this chalice a little bit early. We're only level 80 and in lower Thumeru, so we're kind of running into that problem, but I think I'll make it by. Put that on. I'm more confident with the Beast Hunter safe. Where's the burial blade? Give me that. Stake trap, give me that. Alright. Let's just put the biggest gems we got in the Beast Hunter safe and go with that. It should be fast enough to get me out of whatever situation I find myself in with the little spiders. Maybe something decent. Alright, this should do. I'm more confident with this. 321, it ain't much, but I'll make it work. It ain't much, but I'll get by. I'll get by. A Ludwig's Holy Blade would be good for this, but I don't have the money to buy it right now. Although I'm gonna be straight with you. We might go grab that for Bloodletting Beast in a minute. Cause that boy's got a lot of health. He's probably like the tankiest boss up to this point in the game. How much arcane do I have? 15. Rom's like super arcane resistant though, so that's not gonna matter. There's like a handful of bosses that are arcane resistant, and I think Rom is one of them. I'm just so much more confident with this weapon, man. I love the Beast Hunter safe. This is my GOAT weapon right here. Got that. Ah, don't get counter hit. Don't get comboed and counter hit. Don't do that. Dude, look at that counter. Did you see that? That is why the counter hit system is trash. I got caught on one animation, bro. One single animation. That's why the counter hit sucks, dog. Will this block them? It will, okay. So the pillars block... Yeah, the pillars can block meteors. Dope. All I needed to hear, chat. Oh, okay, it was the up close one. No, don't jump, you fool. Oh no! Stupid chalice, Rom. Oh wait, the head's not armored. I don't need to worry about hitting the body. The head isn't armored. Here we go again. I have the spiders aggroed. That's interesting. Roll away from that. Right, I did not want to do this fight again. Just please, God, let me kill these spiders. Once these are dead, I've got it in the bag. Just please, God. There's what, 5 more spiders? Okay, there's one more behind him. Or behind her, my bad. Let me not misgender Rom. That would be insensitive. Alright! That didn't hit me. Come on. Oh my God. The greed. The counter hit almost got me killed right there, but whatever. Jesus. Bro, I hate Chalice ROM. It's always so stressful. It never goes well, dude. It never goes well. We got him. We got her. Okay, no pre-layer bonus area, thank God. Can I join your chalice? I mean, I'd have to go back to the dream and show the glyph. I guess so. Do I have the beckoning bell? Yeah, I believe it's same password. There you go, do that. Password's that. LSM, no caps.
Welcome. Very well.
I don't have enough. Okay, and I've got the beckoning bell, yeah? I'd assume I do. I do. Okay, so the glyph you need for this, JJPH. Now, fair warning. I can use the makeshift altar. I don't know. When I tried to do it with my partner, I had to like I had to like go into the same glyph as him. But we can try. Sure, try it from the altar. Yeah, fair warning though that I'll just clear out this room. When I get to the boss, I am gonna silence him blank. But yeah. Are you searching? It's JJPH lowercase. Which I'm probably gonna do the Hinter Tombs on this in this stream anyway, or at least one Hinter Tomb. After we do this chalice, we'll run and do Nightmare Frontier. And we'll go grab the umbilical cord from Yosefka. Ah. Okay, how much does it take these Executioner's gloves? 20! I do not have 20 arcane. Executioner's gloves would be really good against Amygdala, but I don't have enough arcane to use them. Super armor dogs, chat. Yeah, from there. Don't want to take a chance on you dropping on my head. Ah, I was hoping she'd go for that attack. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Kill you. Please despawn. Please despawn. Thank you. Oh yeah, Keeper is one of the more common bosses that shows up as an enemy. There's a few of them that have a chance to do it in the roots. You can find undead giants as regular enemies. You can find that anywhere. Watchdogs can show up as roaming enemies in root chalices. Fumarian descendants and elders can also show up as roaming bosses and chalices. I don't know about the others. You can also find Patches in the chalice. He runs a little shop in here. You can find him in some roots. You can also find a hidden variant of the undead giant. There's a chance you can find him out on like a lake of oil, one of those big lakes, and he's got like it's the dual blade variant, but one of them is on fire, and all of his attacks ignite like a whole streak of the oil. I've encountered just about everything you can in the chalices at least once. I've encountered Patches one time. I've killed everything or done everything in Bloodborne at least one time. There probably is, yeah. Another really rare enemy is the giant spider. The big one that you can find in Mensis. You can find that thing in the chalices too, but they are also very, very rare. I've only seen them like once. Yeah, I've seen it, but not many times. That was too early. Yep, not a very common find in the chalices. Ritual Blood 4. Chalice moles are also very, very rare. I've seen, like, I think 2 chalice moles before. I've seen 2 of them. But they're yet another very, very rare thing. Yep, not common at all. Slimes. See that? Oh, also, so I was playing DS3 yesterday to get some footage, and I gotta say, like, Aldrich is like such a cool boss. Why do people not like Aldrich? There's a lot of people who absolutely hate Aldrich's boss fight. I like it. Probably because of his arrow rain. I mean, that's not even that bad. Just run. I think Aldrich is cool. It was also neat to see that, like I saw that and I was like, oh, so he also ate Priscilla at some point because he's got her scythe. Bro, the slime counter hit is nuts. Bloodborne slimes, man. These things are ridiculous. Hate those things. I wonder how he would eat such get the God's Spirit of everything. I don't know. But, I mean, he uses her scythe. And then from his boss soul, you can also pick up... You can use it for a spell or... sorcery? I don't know, whatever it is. Called Life Hunt Scythe. Which is... I believe that's literally what they call Priscilla's weapon in Dark Souls 1. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not killing all these. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not killing all those slimes, dude. That's like... I'm gonna spend 10 minutes in there slapping slimes around. I'm not doing that. Yep, you either get Gwendolyn's bow or you get Priscilla's scythe as a spell or miracle. That's not a miracle. It'd be a spell. I wonder if he also ate Nito because his body looks very similar to Nito. But I mean, I guess we did like burn Nito's soul with the Lord Vessel. But we also did that to Bed of Chaos, and Witch of Izalith still came back and DS2 with Lost Center. So I guess Nito could have survived if the parasite from Bed of Chaos came back. Yep, so I guess... Yeah, I guess he could have gone to eat Nito. What's her name? The Witch of Izalith shows back up in the Lost Center boss. Seath was using Duke's dear Freya to try and put his soul into an ancient dragon body. Four Kings didn't come back, of course, because they're just part of Gwyn, I believe. Who was the other one? It was Seath, Four Kings, Bed of Chaos, and Nito. Yeah, how can I forget Nito? We didn't hear anything out of Nito in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, we don't hear anything out of Nito in DS2, I don't think. So I guess to answer, like, what did Nito do after he came back? Because I'm assuming they all came back somehow. Aldrich probably just ate him. Let's grab this item. Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's doing one of the 4 Lord Souls that, like, we never hear anything else about. And Aldrich's body does look awfully similar to Nito, so I have to assume that Aldrich just took care of him. That's just what I have to assume. Pontiff is like the despicable guy in the lore, right? Like, he's the most despicable guy in the lore. Because didn't he send... He sent Aldrich to go kill Gwendolyn, didn't he? Okay. Soul's lore is very, very interesting. Just the way it all weaves into it, the way like the way it all weaves back into itself is insane. Although I definitely think that DS2 handled the DS1 references better than DS3 did. Because, like, in DS2, it's like, oh, this parasite, you recognize this? This is from Bed of Chaos. Like, it's subtle. You know, it's more subtle. The stuff with Seath is more subtle, you know. Whereas in DS3, it's like smacking you over the head with this. You're like, hey, don't you remember this one thing from Dark Souls 1? Isn't it so cool that it's this one thing from Dark Souls 1? Like, I hate the way DS3 handles it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, I'm just not a fan of the way Dark Souls 3 references Dark Souls 1. I think Dark Souls 2 handled that stuff much better. Like, it had, like, DS2 had some class when referencing back to DS1. Like, you know, stuff with Seath. The stuff with the Witch of Izalith. You know, the stuff with Manus. Like, it had some class. You Yeah, the stuff with the nameless king. Which that was technically a DS3 thing, but still. Crazy that DS2 is the most ignored game in the series, and it's also the game that tells us what Nameless King's name probably was. Alright, well. We tried. I'm pretty sure it's Faram. Pretty sure Nameless King's name is Faram. This boss is messy, man. The hulking monstrosity of an enemy, though. Thankfully, he's nowhere near as overscaled as the one later. Ah, the stupid Superman punch. I love the theory that the headless version of this guy in Thumeri Hill, I love the theory that that guy is Lawrence's actual body. I love that theory. Because, you know, Larry's head is up in Cathedral Ward. And they always said that, like, the clerics or, like, the leaders of the Healing Church became the most, like, grotesque and unsightly beasts. I love the idea that the headless version of this guy is Larry's body. Yeah, the one later on in Thumeri Hill is the one with the maggot in his head, yep. Why would he be in the Chalice dungeons then? I don't know. Senesith. I guess that makes sense, because it's got the snake guys in it, just like Archives. I have always operated under the assumption that Nameless King is Faram. That's the assumption I've always operated under.
Welcome. What? Very let. Farewell.
Alright, we kinda need... We're kinda getting to the point where we need damage. And I'm apprehensive to go buy, like, the Ludwig's Holy Blade or something, however. Desperation is starting to set in a little bit. Archdragon Peak is peak. I think the area itself is alright. I don't think it's incredible. I can buy Ritual Blood too now, I think. There we go. Now whenever I want to, I can make that Hintertomb Chalice. Faram is related to the lion dudes? Which lion dudes? Oh, we're not doing that. Alright, let's go do Nightmare Frontier. I also like the theory that the Moonlight Sword that we find in DS2 and DS3 is fake. I like that theory because, like Osiris spent his whole life looking for the moonlight, and they specifically say, yeah, he never found it. But then from his boss soul, you get the Moonlight Greatsword. It doesn't really make sense. He never found the moonlight. Oh, Thekla, if you want to invade me, here's your chance. Yeah, if you want to invade me, here's your chance, Thekla. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, like, the idea that it's a fake Moonlight Sword, yeah. I like that idea. It's cool. Osiris gets too much hate as a boss. He's nothing special, but people act like Osiris is, like, the worst thing ever. Like, Osiris is fine. Yeah, I do not mind Osiris, not one bit. Oh god, Sinister Bow. Okay, I'm gonna get invaded. Oh Jesus. Alright, well there's an invader here. I see you. Bro, the terrain, what is this? Bro, what is this trash? Bruh! Is he just gonna, dude, is he just gonna heal forever? Bro, what is this? Bro, how is this fun for people? How is this fun? How is this fun? This is garbage. Dude, he's hitting me. This game, dude. Sucks to fucking suck. Fucking dickhead. Oh, you stupid cunt! Gotcha! Yes! Sucks to fucking suck. Bro, that's trash. Bro, this shit is ass. This shit is ass. I'll probably have to do this area offline. Because I'm just going to get invaded. Wrong button. Oops. Kill the bell lady? I don't know where she is, dog. Bro, Bloodborne PvP. Why would you do this? Like, why would you willingly subject yourself to the chance of doing PvP in a Souls game? Why? But yeah, I don't know where that same spot is, dog. I don't know. I think, like I always say, if I want mediocre PvP, I'll go play a game based around mediocre PvP. I don't know why I would ever look for that in a Souls game. Where are you? Nope. The only thing I'd ever have going for me in PvP is that, like, since I've used all the weapons so much, I would know how to parry just about anything. The Nightmare Frontier and, what's it called? Mensis are like the PvP places in Bloodborne, I think. Yeah, let's just cut that out right now. Well, my first experience with Bloodborne PvP and I won. I guess I shouldn't really expect anything less given how many hours I have in this. This stream right here will put me over the 500-hour mark for Bloodborne, by the way. This stream right here officially puts me over the 500-hour mark. No more Bell Lady. Yeah, like it's just like it's laggy. And like you got 20 heals, so PvP like it'll just go on forever. I don't know. It doesn't seem very fun. Rapid poison or bleed, I guess. It's only really viable in PvP, right? Because against PvE, it doesn't do very much at all. Alright, let's do some aiming here. Alright, we want to hit that. So it's going to be like right there. Yep. Right here, let's hit that one too. There we go, got him. Does Demon Souls have PvP? I know Old Monk is PvP, but like, does it have PvP outside of Old Monk? Yes, okay. Now here's what's really goofy. Even if you knock Patches off of that right there, he will still push you off that ledge. Now because I've played this game before, I'm going to loot everything in the game in the level before he pushes me off. I was a little too far away. Right here and right there. That'll do it. No. Up a little bit higher. Right here. No. I guess I am throwing pebbles, not throwing knives. Yeah. A throwing knife would have hit him a second ago. Yeah, for my full series boss ranking that I'm doing, I'm only including the NPC versions of Old Monk and Half-Light, so expect that to be, you know, not what some of you are expecting, for sure. Because I know, you know, we got PvP enjoyers in here like Thekla, but for Old Monk and Half-Light, I'm just including the NPC. I'm not including the PvP version. Is there an item right here? There was. I didn't even grab it. Yeah. I could have grabbed it a second ago. Now I gotta make a second trip up there. That's rough. Oh, I don't know, Thekla. I don't know how the animation looks. But yeah, you can aim down the scope and you can throw pebbles, you can shoot. There we go. So I'm assuming, Thekla, I'm assuming the Beast Hunter safe, is that like a PvP weapon? Because it seems like the transforming attacks are pretty good at catching people. Mostly do co-op in Bloodborne, yeah, makes sense. Especially since PvP doesn't seem like the best thing ever in Bloodborne. Gonna be a Winter Lantern over this way. I don't know if I have a sedative on me, but we'll see. Might just have to tank the frenzy and heal. Do I have sedatives? I have 5. Okay, we can make that work. Alright, let's use that. And do that. Nice. Got deleted by the Bloodletter. I hate the Bloodletter. I just do not like that weapon. I don't care for using it. Does the L2 on the Bloodletter proc Frenzy on invaders as well, or is it just on the player? Because I know the L2 on the Bloodletter will Frenzy the player, but I don't know if it does it for other enemies. Because I think the L2 on the Bloodletter is technically like the hardest hitting single attack and like the hardest single hit in the game. So to kind of make it where you don't spam it, they made it Roto Frenzy the player, because if you spam it too much, you'll frenzy yourself. And that's kind of how they balance that attack. And I wonder if they also made it Roto Frenzy enemies as well. God, that PvP was a complete shit show. I'm glad I finally experienced Bloodborne PvP, though, so I can say with confidence that I don't want to do it. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to get knocked down here, and then we're going to run back up again. Because I want to go get that item. Because it's a chalice item, and I don't know if I'll need it. I don't know when I'll need it, but I know that I might need it. I don't get why, like, the guy, like, he was, like, the invader. I don't know, like, why you would engage with PvP just to only spam a single attack. That's weird to me. Like, it's weird to do that just to, like, just knowing that you're only going to be using one single attack. Like, haha, yes, hard-fought victory. We used one single attack. I don't know. Just seems weird. I guess, like, that's how they balance the heals, though. Like, how you can heal 20 times in PvP, but if you're stupid, you can also get parried in PvP by healing. Or you can also get healed on, get parried on your heal. Wow, I did not think it, I didn't think it was gonna proc on me. Is there an item down here? No, I don't know that I've ever dropped down this way before. I can imagine how messy PvP would get in the Chalice dungeons, though. Like, if you got invaded in the Chalices, that would be rough, man. Chalice dungeons are hectic enough without PvP stacked on top of it. This guy drops chunks. He needs to die. Thank you. Yeah, I know. You can make the sinister chalices. I've never been in one, though. I don't know how they really differ from others. Never made a sinister chalice before. They just have a bell lady? Okay. Yeah, prior to that, I did like a tiny bit of PvP in Elden Ring. I did like a few invasions. Which all I really used for that was I did I would like open with wave of gold from Sacred Relic Sword. And then I would use a Cold Reaper Scythe with Sword Dance on it. I'm stun locked, hello. Yeah, and I would use a Cold Reaper Scythe with Sword Dance on it. And that's about all I did. Can't remember what I even did it for. I was probably trying to kill time for something, so I was like, whatever. You know, we'll just do a little bit of Elden Ring PvP. There's another Winter Lantern, like, right over here. And drink that. How long have we been going for? 152? Okay. Great Deep Sea. I need to memorize these rune locations for when Pichu and I do bingo with each other. I need to memorize those because I think like a lot of the squares for the Bloodborne bingo stuff when you're like, you know, for bingo races, I think a lot of the collection stuff is like find this rune, which I know where like most of them are, but it'd be good to have them memorized. So we'll kill Amygdala. We'll go grab the umbilical cord from Yosefka. And then we will also... set that up. And then we'll also go kill the Bloody Crow. We'll go beat up the Bloody Crow. Because apparently I just can't get enough NPC fights. Yeah, Pichu tells me that like DS3 PvP is like really fun, but I don't know. I also just kind of hate DS3, so I don't know if I really want to. If I want to spend time playing it, because I just don't like Dark Souls 3 very much.
Very well.
Imagine if Sekiro had PvP. Now that would be something. Sekiro PvP. Oh, that would be sick, man. Sell off the Rider Palace.
Well, what? Very. Let me. Farewell.
A PvP mod for Sekiro, really? Okay. We'll upgrade this safe again. That's interesting. PvP mod for Sekiro. That is interesting. We'll do that. A bit more HP. Off camera, I might run into a Chalice glyph and grab the tier 3 health and stamina runes. I might do that off camera. Alright, let's go beat up Amygdala. This is yet again another one I don't need footage for, so I can just chill for this boss. I don't need to get footage again until... Who's the next one I need footage for on my list for Bloodborne? This list, man. Jesus Christ. I've only got 117 more bosses to get footage for, so I'm chipping away at it. Okay, so from Bloodborne I still need to get Mikolash, Murgo's Wet Nurse, Gehrman, Moon Presence, Living Failures. I got one more Undead Giant, Defiled Keeper, and Queen Yarnum. So the next one I'm gonna get is the last Undead Giant. Then it'll be Mikolash. Yeah, those will be the next ones I get. Yeah, PvP mod in Sekiro. I'll have to look into that. That seems cool. Something to look into when I get my PC set up. Which I'm going to be buying my desk, monitor, mouse, and keyboard for it on Thursday, probably. Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Maybe not till the weekend. Because I'm going to be very, very busy Thursday and Friday with work. So this coming up weekend, I'll probably be buying my desk, chair, monitor, mouse, keyboard. Alright, and this is just Amygdala. This will not even be too bad. Hello, Amy. I love the way the eyes bulge out when she does her laser. When she does the mid-ear laser. Oh, that's rough. That's rough, Amy. So Amygdala is definitely like the dragon fight of Bloodborne, right? Like she's definitely the dragon of the game. Recommended system requirements. I do not know. I'm afraid I do not have the answers you seek for that one.
Welcome. Very well.
I don't have enough. Okay. Let's go grab this umbilical cord from Yosefka. Then we're going to go beat up the Bloody Crow, or we're going to attempt to fight the Crow. Oh, did I not open this? I'm a dumbass, dude. I'm a dumbass. I swear to God, I opened that door. That means we got to take the long way around. I definitely opened that door. It must just close itself back after you change it to Blood Moon. Alright, we gotta take the long way around. Yep, we're taking the scenic route. Oh, I didn't have to do this at all, because I opened the gate in Central Yarnum. Whatever, we're already this way now. I just realized I did open that gate in Central Yarnum, so I actually didn't have to come this way. I could have just run out of Central Yarnum and got here that way. Whatever it is, what it is. Yeah, I don't know like what specifically you need, but I know that AMD graphics cards and stuff like that does not work on the emulator currently. Because Pichu, my friend Pichu, tried to get it to run on his, and if you have AMD, there is simply no fix for it at the moment. You will have to wait until they come up with something for it. I gotta kill this guy again. Such a Herculean task to kill that guy again. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure they'll think of something soon for that, but for now, there is no way, sadly, to get it to work on an AMD card, so you gotta wait. Mine is not AMD, though, so I'll be fine. I opened this door. I know I did. I know I am 178% sure I opened that door. Yeah, because I got that chest. I definitely opened that door. Oh, I am X-Mail. Like when the emulator is done, and you can run like randomizers and stuff on it consistently without tons of issues. Yeah, I'm gonna do a randomizer. Yeah, we're gonna be doing randomizers on the emulator. We're gonna be doing lockout bingo races with Pichu on the emulator. We're gonna be doing stuff like that. Randomizers, bingos, everything like that on the emulator. Absolutely. And I'm very excited for it. I'm gonna sell off the Evelyn.
Welcome. What is very well.
Get a little more HP because Bloody Crow will he one-shot me on a visceral from here? It'll be close, man. Bloody Crow hits like a truck on his viscerals. If he don't one-shot me on it, he'll get close. This guy just hits hard on him, man. He does. This guy just hits really hard on visceral attacks. It's funny how he hits so hard, but like whenever Garamond and Maria do their viscerals, I'm like, oh, thank God. He's not doing something that actually does damage.
My prey lies in wait this way.
That's kind of what I'm worried about too, X-Mail. I'm worried that Sony's waiting for it to see if it'll actually finish and run Bloodborne perfectly, and then I wonder if it's gonna get hit with a cease and desist. Nah. Go team. That was pretty easy. Bloody Crow's definitely gotten easier over time, that's for sure. If I gave him the chance to parry me, though, he probably would have absolutely demolished me. Yeah, he's strong, but he ain't no old King Doran, let me tell you that much, bro. Old King Doran is like the most disgustingly overpowered NPC in FromSoft history. Ever. Like, dude, not even close. Needle Knight Leda and her allies is not even as hard as just fighting Old King Doran by himself. Alright. Did you find Bloodborne 2? Not yet, I'm afraid. I'll have to get back to you on that. Alright, that's Hinter Tombs. Okay. Let's go ahead and start removing these earlier chalices. So what is this? This is just the Meru. Yeah, remove that. What can I... Okay, so... I need Bastards of Laran. And I can go into Laran, but I'm not going to do that for a while. Because the Hinter Tombs are the last chalices I'm doing for a minute. Okay, now that's Hinter Tomb. Wait, what? When did I make the... Wait. What? Okay, so for those of you keeping score, so we brute forced this chalice I was under leveled for because I was under the impression I did not have the I was under the impression I didn't have the ritual blood necessary to make the Hinter Tomb chalice, which I didn't. I did not. Right? I didn't. You know why I didn't have it? Well, that's because I had made this chalice and forgot that I fucking made it. See, that's a Hinter Tomb. And this is a Hinter Tomb. I had forgot that I made a Hinter Tomb chalice. And was wondering why I didn't have the materials to go into the Hinter Tomb chalice. And that's because I had made one already. Forgot. If I had the blood letter right now, I would just seppuku myself, man. All right. Remove that. I may be stupid. Bro, how did I forget that? How did I forget that I'd already made a Hinter Tomb? It would be cool. It would be cool for sure. I don't think they would do it. I would like it if they would. I'd like it if they would, you know, restore cut content, add some new stuff. 100%. Like, if they were to ever, like, fully remake Bloodborne, I'm like, go all the way with it, man. Go all the way. Man. I cannot believe I did that. By the way, I'm gonna be like one-shotting this whole dungeon, in case you're curious. I'm gonna one-tap like this entire dungeon. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be destroying everything in this Hinter Tomb. Lower Hinter Tomb will probably be a bit more in line with Lower Thumeru. Good news is, though, Lower Hinter Tomb is gonna be the last chalice we do until we finish the game. Because the two Lorans, the last two Thumerus, and the Its Chalice, those are all going to be post-game chalices that we do. I really did that, man. That's crazy. I really brute forced through the entire lower Thumeru. Because I thought I didn't have the materials for Hinter Tomb. Because I was thinking, dude, as I was thinking, okay, I guess I gotta buy them. I have never, ever, ever had to go and buy anything for Hinter Tomb. Never. And I was thinking it was weird, and of course it was weird because I'd already used the materials to make the Hinter Tomb chalice. Don't look at me. Don't even look at me. Whatever. At least we're just gonna cook it through this whole chalice, man. Okay, we're good. The layer on the boss of this layer, I believe, is Man-Eater Boar, so this will be easy. There's a pre-boss bonus area. That sucks. At least it'll all be worth it, though, because Lower Hinter Tomb has got like one of the best bosses in the entire game. No, not Forgotten Madman. Thumerian Elder is in the lower Hinter Tomb. Brain sucker. If the PC version is up and running by the time I get this video going, I might include, you know, the, what's his face? the Great One Beast. If the PC version is up and running and they put the Great One Beast Restored mod on PC, I'll put him on the list. Because he's basically a finished boss. Like I said, like literally all he was missing, like all he's ever missing is his effects. And they gave him his effects back in the restoration mod, so. Yeah, if the PC version's up and running and I can put that guy on the PC version, I'll include him. %, I will. I'm hoping on the PC version we can restore like plenty of old things like Great One Beast. We can restore Moon Presence, maybe Snake Ball. We might can finally finish Snake Ball with the emulator. I don't know. I'm very interested to see like what will be possible. I'm hoping for like a Bloodborne Convergence mod. To just like a... We're here. Yeah, I'm hoping for like a Bloodborne Convergence mod to drop. And like it puts like Snake Ball in the like the Firefly Lake. Put Snake Ball right back there where he's supposed to be. Put Silver Beast somewhere too. Like, hey man, listen. I am so excited for a Convergence mod for Bloodborne. I'm excited. Does Elden Ring have Convergence or Reforged? Where's the bell lady? Thankfully, we'll be running through this. We'll be running through this chalice quickly. So this chalice is going to be the last thing we do, by the way. We're going to do this Hintertomb chalice. Then at the start of the next one, we'll do Lower Hintertomb, and then, like I said, we're done with chalices until after we finish the game. Which does sadly mean that like we're gonna have 2 or 3 streams in a row where it's just chalice dungeons. So that'll suck, you know, for both the viewer and for me. But for those streams, we are going to be doing, like, I am going to be trying to co-op with people for those streams. I'm not just going to, you know, not just going to say, alright, let's just silently play Chalice Dungeons for hours. I'm going to try and do something to make that more interesting. And then after we finished all of that, we can start Elden Ring again. Yay, Elden Ring. Oh, gee, I'm nervous, dude. I'm nervous about starting Elden Ring again. Yeah, there are still some oddities on the emulator. Sound effects are still off. Textures are a little off. The fog is not fully working. There are still some oddities that you're going to have on the PC version right now, but it's getting there, that's for sure. Axel's awake now. Just in time for me to wrap up this chalice. Elden Ring for what? Footage, Symbion. I'm assuming you've been here for it. I gotta get footage for my full series boss ranking that I'm doing. I got like 75 bosses from Elden Ring I gotta get footage for. Axel, you're lucky I'm over leveled for this. Hey, it's an undead giant. There's a crying lady. Yeah, we gotta get footage, dude. In total, I'm at like 117 bosses left to get footage for. I'm almost done with DS3. I got 2 more to get footage for from DS1. I got everything I need from DS2. I got everything I need from Demon Souls. I've almost got everything I need from Bloodborne. It's all in the clouds. Yeah, some textures are, some things are not working properly on the PC version of Bloodborne. But again, it is playable from start to finish. DS3 and Elden Ring are left. I'm doing Dark Souls 3 off camera. I just killed Dancer and I'm about to go fight Osiris. I gotta go back in DS1 and kill Nito and Gwen for footage. I've got everything from DS2. I've got like 7 or 8 left from this game. I got like 30, like 20 from Sekiro I gotta get. Sekiro's easy though, so I can just like, I'm gonna do a shorter playthrough of Sekiro off camera for some of the footage, and then I'll do a purification playthrough on camera. But even that playthrough is only gonna be like 3 parts long, because I can just blitz Sekiro in a couple of hours. And then Demon Souls I've already got everything from. So yeah. The big one is Elden Ring. I gotta do Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree again for some footage. Out of the like 115 bosses I have left, about 80 of those are from Elden Ring. And we are including Chalice bosses on the list, of course. Wow, you don't see these guys too often in the Chalices. You don't see those guys too often. Also, Symbion, you're a fellow Demon Souls lover, right? I think I remember you were. What do you think about if I say Old King Allant is one of the worst bosses in Demon Souls? What do we think about that take? Like, the only bosses I think he's really better than are, like, Old Monk, Bleachmonger, maybe Man-Eaters. The final boss, yeah, Old King a lot. Not True King, Old King a lot. (1-4). Jesus. Blitzed him. Why do you think that? Weird tracking on all of his moves, his point blank combos, like when you're actually in his face fighting him, they come out so fast. Definitely some weird hitboxes on his swings for sure. And overall, just like he's got like 5 moves. Yeah. I prefer Phalanx, Tower Knight, Penetrator, Armor Spider, Flame Lurker, Dragon God, Fool's Idol, maybe Man-Eaters, maybe Judicator, maybe Vanguard Demon, definitely Old Hero, Storm King, Dirty Colossus all over Old King. I don't like him. He's definitely like the bottom 5 bosses of Demon Souls, I think. I think Storm King's the best, though. Storm King is the GOAT. He's better than Gwyn, though. I'll give Old King a lot of credit. He's definitely better than Gwyn. Axel, what is it, buddy? Why are you so noisy? I can't wait to see people's reaction, like on the boss ranking when I put like Bed of Chaos above Gwyn. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be funny. Or like most of the DS2 boss roster beats out Gwyn. Which I'll be the first to tell you, DS2's got a whole lot of mid in it, but I think it's a stronger roster than Dark Souls 1, that's for sure. There's gonna be blood. I've done a New Game Plus run of Dark Souls 1. I've already done 2 playthroughs of that. I gotta do a 3rd one. But on my New Game Plus run, I didn't use Havelset. I went light load. And on this run I'm going to do to get footage for Nito and Gwyn, I am going to go light load as well. And I'm not going to parry Gwyn. But that actually not parrying Gwyn makes him worse, because out of all of the bosses in DS1, Gwyn is the worst one to fight normally. Like, the optimal way to fight him is to parry spam him, because the fight sucks complete ass and you should never do anything besides parry spam him. I know, I fought him on New Game Plus, and beyond. I fought him on New Game Plus. Until I fought Aldia, I was definitely of the belief that Gwyn was the worst final boss in the series out of all of them. Until I fought Aldia. Aldia is definitely worse than Gwyn, but Gwyn is a bottom 6 boss in Dark Souls 1. Like, what's worse than Gwyn? Moonlight Butterfly, Seath, Capra Demon, Ceaseless Discharge. I don't know. There's very few bosses that are worse than Gwyn. Why does Gwyn suck? Well, first of all, he doesn't let you heal. Second of all, he's too fast for Dark Souls 1, that's for sure. Even the DLC bosses don't move like Gwyn does. all like his attacks kind of come out fast enough to where if you're not rolling in an extremely specific way, like they're gonna catch you on like the backswing because they just come out fast enough to catch you. They come out fast enough to roll catch you, kind of like what Pontiff does. The only difference is that this is in Dark Souls 1 where player movement is complete ass. Man, when I say the best boss in Dark Souls 1 is Black Dragon Calamite, that's gonna be funny. Because for some reason people do not like a lot of people don't really like Calamite very much. Whereas I'd say Calamite was like, he was the one boss in Dark Souls 1, I didn't feel any jank fighting. I didn't feel a single bit of jank fighting Calamite. It was just a good time. Like on New Game Plus where everything's hitting way harder, I loved him. Have you cut his tail off? I did not manage to cut Calamite's tail. I didn't manage to do it. I wanted to, but I didn't manage it. I don't know what he gives you. I wish I did get to do it. Maybe on my my next run I do. For my last bit of footage, maybe I will go for Calamite's tail. Calamite's the only one that really competes with Midir for me. Like for best dragon boss, Calamite's the only other dragon that really competes with Midir. Because I like him more than I like Bale. I'll be the first to tell you, I like Calamite way more than Bale. Yeah, I don't know what Calamite gives you when you cut his tail, but I wish I did get to do it. I'll make sure I get it on this next run. I also never managed to get Seath's tail. I was expecting to really like Sin from DS2, but I actually ended up hating Sin. Not hating him. Hate's a strong word. I didn't like Sin. The Dark Souls 2 DLCs have got some pretty good bosses, especially with what's his face? Ivory King and Fume Knight. Very good bosses for sure, but actually they're peak. I think those two are peak. But I actually do not like Sin. I think Sin flies around too much. Sin is still better than, like, at least half the Elden Ring dragons, but I didn't like him very much. Which, just in terms of its bosses anyway, Crown of the Sunken King was definitely, like, the clunker in terms of bosses, for sure. Because, I mean, I think Crown of the Iron King is a top 3 Souls DLC. Love that DLC. Crown of the Iron King was absolute fire. That shit was so good. And it had like 3 good bosses, 3 really great ones. Crown of the Ivory King had like one great one, a good one, and a bad one. So yeah. Who's the boss here? It's Cannon Giant. Tough to hit that Zet for sure. Alright. That's all 3 Undead Giants, so that's another one off the list. That's all 3 of those. Where are you at? There you are. Nice, that's another one down. I mean, some of the Elden Ring dragons, that even the ones that aren't ancient, suck. Like, I think the worst dragon fight in the series, I'm gonna give it to Borealis of the Freezing Fog from Elden Ring. I'm gonna give it to Borealis. Him or Senesax. Oh god, it's another bonus area. At least I can just like run through this chalice because I'm over leveled for it. Ow. Die. Hey. The Ghost Flame Dragons were way easier to just like hack away at the legs for. Because on my playthrough, I didn't really like going for the head against Ghost Flame. Senesax was really bad though, man. I can't even believe they made Senesax. They said, hey, let's combine Lanciax and Fortisax. 2 of the worst dragon bosses in the game. Let's give them a stupid health pool that's almost as big as Bale's. And then let's put them in water. I can barely even believe they made Senesax. They must have let an intern do that. Yeah, they must have let an intern there do that. Have you fought Nerf Radahn? I have not fought Nerf Radahn yet, no. He looks like a much better boss now, because Cross Slash they finally killed off the Cross Slash, which they had. I mean, they had to at some point, because it's literally like, what were they even thinking with that attack? Which, believe it or not, Cross Slash was worse in the review build. Cross Slash in the review build of the game, of the DLC, would true combo. So literally, like, if any of it hit you, the rest of it would hit you, no matter what. If you got clipped on the first one, the second and third one would hit you. And guess what? With as much damage as he does, getting clipped on that first hit is like, it's a 100-0 death. 100-0 combo. And then when the game came out, they changed it where he, then when the DLC came out, they changed it where it's like, okay, well, it still comes out instantly, and it's only, like, it's basically undodgeable, except in the most niche circumstances ever. But, hey, at least it won't true combo you now. And then now they're like, alright, let's just kill the move. It's stupid. Let's just kill it. Yep, it's just I don't know. I don't know what they were doing with Radahn, man. He seems like a good what? Bro, I've never seen that animation. I mean, he seems like a cool boss now, though. They made it where he can't really cancel his stuff that often. They made it where he can't really cancel into other moves. They killed the cross slash. They adjusted a lot of his hitboxes. They made it where you can actually see in phase 2 now. They turned down his damage on some of his attacks. So it seems like they made a real improvement on Radahn. They did. Because, like, even guys who were, like, insanely good at the game, like Lil Aggie, he was like, bro, this fight is stupid. This fight is dumb. You can't see anything. Like, what are they even thinking with the cross slash? Like, even the people like Aggie were like, yeah, this is stupid. This is terrible. I keep looking at my phone. I'm looking at my phone and walking off the edge. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I did, because, like, I wanted to fight pre-nerf Star Scourge Radahn for a long time, and then I heard that, well, all they really changed was his hitboxes. That all they really nerfed with Star Scourge Radahn was they made it where his hitboxes were working like they should. Like they should. My voice is starting to give out on me a little bit. Been talking for too long. Thank God we're on layer 3. Because when layer 3 of this is done, we're gonna finish up the stream. Have you fought Ancient Dragon in DS2? I fought all the bosses in DS2. Yeah, I've done everything in DS2. There were some bosses that got damage nerfs in Scholar. I'm assuming Ancient Dragon was one of them. Even with his even if his damage was higher, it wouldn't have really been a problem. Ancient Dragon has a hard time hitting you more than anything. Which is basic as Ancient Dragon was. I mean, he's still better than, like, I don't know, half the Elden Ring dragons. I actually think the fight before him, I think Guardian Dragon was kind of neat. Fighting a dragon in a giant bird cage like that was cool. Last giant was one somehow. That's interesting. Oh, Jesus. Is there a boulder coming? No. It's right there. Guardian Dragon is the worst boss ever. Nah. Guardian Dragon was fun. Guardian Dragon is fun. I liked him. It was cool. It was unique. I like Guardian Dragon. I don't know who I think the worst boss in DS2 is, but it definitely ain't Guardian Dragon. I guess the worst boss in DS2 would have to be Prowling Magus in Congregation. That would just kind of have to be like the default worst boss in DS2. But even still, I'm gonna say that's cap. That's cap. Guardian Dragon is not the worst boss, because I still think the worst boss in the Soul series is Capra Demon. I mean, yeah, every Souls game could always do with more gimmicks. I agree on that, but yeah, I don't know. I just, like... Guardian Dragon is not that bad. Oh, Jesus. I don't think Guardian Dragon adds anything to the game. You could say that about, like... Okay, I hear you. I hear you. However, if we're gonna say that, about 90% of Dark Souls 1's boss roster could just vanish into the ether. Because what do they even do? Because here's the thing, Symbiont. I love Dark Souls 2. I love it. Like, top 3 Souls games for me: Bloodborne, Sekiro, DS2. Bloodborne, Sekiro, DS2, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1. That's the ranking. Yeah, I'm a DS2 lover. Playing DS2 right now, dude, I love it. Playing Peak Souls 2. I think it's by far the best Souls game. Like of the four Souls games, I say best Souls, but like not better than Bloodborne and Sekiro. Of the best of of the 4 Souls games, actually I would say Demon Souls is a tighter design game. And I like the way Demon Souls is designed more than Dark Souls 2. The problem is Demon Souls is super short. Demon Souls is like 9 hours long or something. Like, it's so short. Dark Souls 2 is very good, and it's longer. Like, there's more to it. And when I finished Dark Souls 2, I was like, man, I don't even want this to end. Like, I just want to keep playing. Especially like when I got to Crown of the Iron King, I was like, dude, this is peak. I don't want this to stop. Is this Bloodstar Beast? It is. I thought it was. Don't blink. Where's the blood level 4 run? It ain't happening, dog. I'm not wasting my time on that. I'm well aware that I could almost definitely do it. I'm aware I could do it. But, like, dude, as much as I work, I'm not wasting my time off on blood level 4. Like, that's just not happening. Well, I know it's not going to be as bad as I think it is. Like I said, it won't be so difficult, Symbion. I played this game 30 times. But it will be very, very time-consuming is the thing, dude. I worked 54 hours last week. And, like, what little bit of time I have to myself, I'm not wasting it on blood level 4. I have a life. I have things to do. Soul level 1 and blood level 4 runs, like, that is for the jobless. That is for the jobless.
Very well.
Symbiote, I know. You see, I know you're lying because I know a friend who did blood level 4, and he said, "Yeah, dude, out of all of them, Bloodborne is like one of the most time-consuming." Like I said, blood level 4 runs, they are for people without jobs. Snatch that off. Yeah. I'm well aware that I could do it. I'm never going to do level 1 Demon Souls, level 1 Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. I'll never do any of it. Never going to do any of that at level 1. I don't know why I would willingly subject myself to a terrible time like that. Like I said, we will leave that to the people without jobs. You know, people without jobs, like the Souls tubers. Like the people, like, you know, the people who all they have to do in their life is just play Souls games, you know. Those guys. Symbion, you're not going to convince me, so you can just stop. You're not going to convince me to do it. Alright, that's lit, so we will just go back. Yeah, you'll never convince me to do it. Because Pichu's been trying to get me to do it for years, and I just said nah. As I said, I worked for like 54 hours last week. What time I have to myself, I'm not using on blood level 4. I'm just not going to do it. Yep. see. Anything I want to pick up in here? I don't think we'll need Ludwig's Holy Blade. We'll see that. I hope I don't need it. You see, Symbion, you don't seem to understand. I'm all about having fun with my Souls games. I like to have fun with them. And you know what will not be fun? Is playing them at level 4. That will not be fun. I would rather slam my dick in a car door than play this game at level 4. Because you die quicker? Because, like, dude, why would I want to just, like, say, okay, I'm gonna fight this boss? I have... Like, why would I fight this boss and say, okay, I have to make absolutely 0 mistakes for about 10 to 12 minutes while I do absolutely no damage to this boss. I do no damage whatsoever to this boss. Gotta make sure I don't make a single mistake for over 10 minutes. Because if I do, I die and have to start it all over again. Especially on bosses like Ebrietis with weird hitboxes. Like, nah. That's just not happening. Like I said, that is for the jobless. Like 40 seconds, good for you. I'm not gonna do it. Cry about it. I'm not gonna do it. It's just not happening. I've had God knows how many people like try to get me to do it, and I just say no. It just doesn't sound fun to me. Like, yes, chat, I love, like, Larry's hitboxes. Normally, they're so much fun. Oh my god, I love getting hit by absolutely nothing. Fighting Lawrence. Constantly. Just getting half my health taken away by absolutely nothing. So, you know what I should do? I should do Blood level 4. Where getting hit by absolutely nothing will kill me. Yes, that's what I should do. It's just not going to work. I've already dug my head in the sand on it. You'll see me do randomizers and stuff like that, though, for sure. I mean, I'll do randomizers. You know, I'll do lockout bingo races with Pichu once the emulator is done. You know, you'll see me do some challenges like that. But you're not going to see me Blood level 4. Anyways, we've been going for about 3 hours. We made okay progress. I mean, we did Lower Thumeru, Hintertomb, Nightmare Frontier. We had a first experience with PvP. That was something. First time experience with PvP. We might come back on Tuesday. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna be real with you. We probably won't be back on Tuesday because this is gonna be another like 50 hour work week. Like it's gonna be like, I don't know, 12 hours Monday, 10 hours Wednesday, 13 hours Thursday, 12 hours Friday, something like that. It's gonna be another long week. So we might come back next Saturday. We'll definitely come back next Saturday for Bloodborne, but we're not gonna be doing it on Tuesday. Because I'm just going to take that day to rest and just get myself ready for 3 long work days. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate everybody coming by. Who isn't here now. Feckle, I don't know if he's still in here. Symbion, Xmail. I need Bloodborne 2. Everybody, I appreciate everybody coming by. Like I said, we'll probably be back on Saturday for more Bloodborne. We're probably like, halfway through right now? Probably, because we got this, a few more chalices, and then we got a little bit left in the main game. So yeah, we're like halfway done with the run. So yeah, I will see y'all I'll see you on tonight's daily update first of all, and I'll be back live within like a week. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all take it easy.